This question looks much worse than it is. And it is still annoying, but it's actually much better because we can hopefully quickly recognize that we are given both an equation and a list of points. And we know that my favorite strategy is to plug points into equations. Yeah, this is a dense question. It seems like it has a lot of instructions, but especially if you're lost, you've got nothing to lose by just taking the points and plugging them in. And we should start with the easiest point, even though it's not the first point. Make x 0, it usually causes some of the complexity to disappear. And sure enough, if we do f of 0 here, we are going to get a to the 0 plus b is equal to 5. Now anything to the 0 is 1. So this is 1 plus b is 5, so b must be 4. And yeah, I need k, so I've got a ways to go, but at least this is the first step. I'm starting to get these variables. Now I'd love to go to x equals 1, but that's not going to help me because the k is part of that. So I do need to go instead to the -1 and see what that's going to do. And that will require a little bit of extra knowledge about how exponents work. So f of -1 is equal to a to the -1 plus b, which is now 4. We just learned that, and that is equal to 33 over 8. So the first thing that you should hopefully notice is that a to the -1, there's a rule here. Basically what happens is you get rid of the negative in front of the exponent and you move the base within a fraction. So long story short, this is going to be 1 over a to the first, or just 1 over a. And then we can subtract the 4. But when we do that, we should make sure that we kind of get these common denominators here. So it's really going to be 4 over 1 times 8 over 8. So that's minus 32/8. So really, this is getting a little messy here. Let's go back to 1 over a. That is going to be equal to 1 over 8. And so 8 is the value of a. But I don't care about the value of a, so be careful here. I need to get the value of k. And so the last step is to put this back into the equation. We're going to go f of 1 will be a, which is 8, and then x now is 1, and b is 4, and so that's 8 plus 4 is 12. You can kind of hear it in my voice that even though I know the answer, I am still nervous. That's what happens sometimes when we are doing these complicated questions and there's lots of variables. We just need to keep track of what we've got and we'll be fine, but it is easy to mess up and pick the wrong answer. You can see where these wrong answers came from, right? They're the values of a and b. We need to be really, really careful, but if we do, just plug points into equations and trust the process, and eventually the answer to this complicated question does just pop out.